All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's 5 best friends versus the Thundercats. Thundercats having a pretty impressive showing here so far, already into the draft, and the first bands coming out. There's the Omni Knight. We're going to see maybe the Clockwork, the Night Stalker, the blah, 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 blah.
5 best friends. That's such a cute name for a team.
Tuska. Oh, it looks like there's 3 more smiley faces on that banner, but it's cut off, so it's really 2.5.
Oh, no.
2.5 best friends.
They
Maybe
got
2
left
3/4.
out.
Hey, SA, good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
We've been following Thundercats pretty much this entire time. They look like they're going to make a pretty deep run.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they go all the way, but of course, the longer these tournaments get, the harder they become, so we'll see if they can best the 5 best friends here. Omni Knight and Sand King being banned out. Looks like Sand King is actually coming slowly back into the meta, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess with all the, a lot of the Position 4 heroes being nerfed, Sand King obviously the next choice to go for. The hero was not touched at all in the last patch, and he's always been decent. So because almost all Position 4 got nerfed in the last patch, because I mean roamers were way too good.
Alright, are either of these teams going to ban that Lycan out? There it is from 5 best friends.
Yeah, don't want to deal with that. Alright, what are we missing?
Clockwork, Night Stalker.
Clockwork,
yeah,
yeah.
very common bans. Thundercats has been banning Enchantress a lot. Every single game, in fact.
I don't think so. That was the other team that got eliminated. That's the Enchantress Brewmother banning team.
I thought they did that twice in a row. Oh yeah, that was because we watched
Yeah.
them first. XP Leechers. You are correct.
The guys who was very racist when they lost that game.
Yeah, screw those guys. Don't be like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Thundercats
I mean,
taking.
they did not know how to play the game anyways.
Yeah, Thundercats taking a bit, burning through reserve time. Tiny, that's actually a smart ban as well. 5 best friends have the first pick. So probably the Shadow Shaman, the Clock, might be the first ones picked up here.
Yeah, it's Shadow Shaman and something, right? Shadow Shaman, Night Stalker, Shadow Shaman, Clock, sometimes a Razor.
They could try and go for the Clockwork Shadow Fiend opening. Nope, it is the Shadow Shaman.
No, dude, we're right back to the point. Remember when we were like, oh, fucking Clockwork there. Like, remember when we were at the time we were just
Shadow
like,
Fiend. Oh, I called it.
There we go. Remember when we were at the time where we were just like, okay, yeah, Nyx wasn't banned. First pick Nyx, and they picked Nyx.
Yep, and then, okay, so they're going to respond with the Knights, or the Spirit Breaker. Oh, here it comes.
Yep. And there was a time where it was like the double bug meta. That was during our TI group stages run.
Was that the Sand King Nyx?
Sand King Nyx, yeah. The bug meta.
Yeah, Clockwork Shadow Fiend, if you can get it right here, it is it's very crusty. Easy denies in the fountain, and Thundercats should have the coordination to pull this off and get the Shadow Fiend plenty of damage to start this game out.
Of course, a lot of times that does forfeit the early game rune. A lot of times the other team ends up taking 3 runes because it takes such a long time for you to set that up. But it's not a big loss to give your mid lane a free go, but the only problem is sometimes I see that result in the first blood because they get too greedy and try to go for the rune as well. We'll see how the 5 best friends respond. Shadow Fiend is such an interesting hero right now because there's so many things. I mean, of course, the Clockwork being a thing makes him much more viable in these pro games, and also the fact that the Shadow Fiend has so many builds available to him is also another thing. He can build a very magic heavy build. He can also go for the traditional right clicking build. And there's so many things he can do with the magic build. Sometimes he will go like all the way magic. Sometimes he'll like go magic half and then physical half.
Look, Golgi, a Night Stalker.
Yeah, I called Shadow Shaman Night Stalker on Radiant
yes,
too.
You
so
did.
Like, we actually called the entirety of the first 4 picks. High five.
And we got most of the bans as well.
Yep. Oh man,
It's-
is the meta getting stale?
I would love to take credit to Lucard, but it's just because at least the openers are so standard now.
Yeah, and we've been casting games like all night last night and then all morning today, so it's starting to look like the same games over and over. Also, another thing is the reason why the meta isn't stale, even though like this stuff is happening, is because these are best of ones. In best of one, there's very little like reaction happening, so people are just going for safe strats.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, next sets of bans coming out. Bat Rider, Thundercats don't want to deal with. Five Best Friends looking to do some banning. Probably going to start banning maybe some strong mids here. That's typically what we see.
Has been banned already.
Oh, that's picked already. Yeah, so yeah. No point in that. Sorry, strong safe laners then, depending on what they're doing. Well, actually, Thundercats, when they were doing like the PL, they were banning out the Sven and stuff like that. So we don't know how Five Best Friends have been running so far, but Thundercats look like they may get something. If they ban the Bat Rider, depending on what they ban.
I like
right
the
here.
Razor ban. Because Thundercats also, I know that Thundercat didn't use a Razor, but I think Razor is a very strong pick right now. Is a hero that you can kind of like leave alone in the safe lane, and that really provides a lot of luxury for your supports to do whatever they want. He doesn't need baby sealing. The final second phase ban is coming up. Looks like Thundercats been focusing more around control here. All 4 heroes they have banned offer a lot of control. Tinker has been banned, even though if they have a clockwork, interesting. I don't think Five Best Friends would have picked a Tinker into a clockwork.
I think Thundercats are eyeing PL again. They haven't banned the Sven, but I think they're gonna last pick it.
All right, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Tiny also banned as well. He can do quite a bit of magic damage and cleave damage as well.
Clear up those Elus. Five Best Friends.
Yeah.
Is burning through a lot of their reserve time. Almost out now. 30 seconds left.
Still lots of picks to go as well. 3 more picks in the ban as well. But sometimes when they're burning time for these bans, they're also talking about what picks they want to go for. Because it's also important to think about your banning is what the rest of your strategy is going to look like. So Terrorblade gets banned out, so a lot of cores already off the table.
Yeah, Terrorblade is something that Thundercats ran previously as well to great effect.
Yeah, they were incredible with it. So 15 seconds here. So they're still looking for their position 5 in the offlaner. Most likely saving the safe lane pick for last.
Radiant team pick.
Hey.
Interesting.
So maybe they aren't going for the PL here.
Yeah, I wonder why the AA. I mean, it's definitely not to counter the other boys right now, because Chow Chow and Ice Stalker doesn't really care about AA. In fact, Ice Stalker is actually quite good against AA.
They could be going for the. They've played a pretty good or actually, I haven't seen them play Earthshaker yet, have they?
Yeah. We haven't seen Earthshaker all day almost, I don't think, which is crazy. Queen of Pain gets picked up by Five Best Friends. Queen of Pain, very good laner. One of the laners that can stand up to Shadow Fiend's pressure.
I think Thundercats prop is for what they're looking to get right now and what's available. I think they would probably do quite well with Earthshaker.
Yep. They do need a little bit more CC here to go with the Ancient Apparition if they want to make that a little bit more reliable. Of course, Clockwork Ancient Apparition can work as well.
Yeah,
at
that's
least
true.
Getting the Ice Blast onto one target. What do they want? Underlord isn't bad either, but we haven't seen Underlord all day either. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Underlord offlane I like.
The Fissure would be really good to, they want to range just in case they need to disable Shadow Shaman's Shackle.
That's true.
But yeah, the Underlord looks pretty good right here. They can, with the Pit, and if he is, good with the Helm of the Dominator, he basically is getting RPs consistently. I was wondering if they were going to go for the Void. Okay, so that is going to be their safe laner.
Yep, so that's the classic combo where faces Void, draws a Chronosphere, and his Time Lock does double damage within Chronosphere, and Time Lock actually is magic damage. So Ancient Apparition gives this Void the Chilling Touch, and then lays down the Crystal Vortex underneath or the Ice Vortex
Vortex,
underneath
yeah,
the
for
target
bonus magic
for
damage.
bonus magic damage. So if you get a time lock, then that person will take like 800 damage.
Yep. After they get hit by an ice blast.
Yeah, after you get hit by an Ice Blast. So it's a guaranteed kill every single time. And Puck picked up by 5 best friends. So it's an offlane Puck here.
Yep.
Which is actually pretty good. I mean, Hoopy actually one of the offlaners that could kind of avoid getting Chronosphered at level 6
10 seconds remaining.
if you play smartly.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, the last ban's coming out. Thundercats still looking for their offlaner and looking to ban out a safe laner that they don't want Faceless dealing with. Ooh, what are the options here for that, Golgi?
Radiant team ban.
Lim is okay, I guess. It seems like offlaners are really what could mess up Faceless at this point.
For sure. I mean, even like an Underlord we were talking about can give Faceless quite a bit of trouble because you lay down so much damage with inside the Chronosphere.
10 seconds.
And the Pill and Mouse can be very annoying for him as well.
I mean, his 5 best friends probably isn't going to go something really crazy here and actually take this Puck mid or not mid, safe lane or something like that, I don't think, right?
That's also true, yeah. So they're looking for a safe laner. I just, flipped inside my head and it's like...
Oh, Darkseer, good ban. I think that could do quite well, vacuuming people into the Chrono and everything.
Clockwork with the Ion Shell as well can be very terrifying.
Faceless Void Ion Shelled as well inside of his Chrono with Ice Vortex down.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
So only 10 seconds here for 5 best friends.
What do they want? How do they round this out?
They gotta pick someone ranged, I think. Oh, it's gonna be a Sven.
That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, going into a Faceless Void and Clockwork. He's going to have to walk around Cogs and Chronospheres and Ice Vortexes. Yeah, it's going to be a rough game for Sven, but he is quite tanky, at the very least.
Yeah, they don't have the Darkseer for themselves, so really the only thing that they have that's gonna... I mean, they've got some pretty good combos here, dropping the coil into a Scream and Sven just cleaving away, but as far as ease of execution, that doesn't seem like it's going to be the easiest.
Yeah, and speaking of combos, Thundercats is full of it. I mean, their team is just full of synergies and synergy. You see Clockwork, Shadow Fiend, Clockwork, Ancient Apparition, Faceless Void, Ancient Apparition, and even Faceless Void, Shadow Fiend is to an extent very, very good combo as well. So I like the Thundercats draft a lot more. They seemed like they came to this game with a plan in mind, and 5 best friends were trying to react, and even their reactionary picks weren't great. And their team, as you said, their combos is very finicky and hard to execute.
Alright, yeah, Golgi, so I thought we had more time, but the time in between lobbies and the draft today has taken a lot more time than I was expecting. I've got about 15 minutes before we've got to roll out, so I'm going to stay in this as much as I can.
We can swap right now, then.
Okay, yeah, here, I'm going to take the stream down, everyone. Golgi's going to put it up so that he can move over whenever he needs to. We'll be right back.
Be going live pretty soon here.
In just a moment, as long as you don't have any delay set up, right?
Nope, I don't.
Perfect,
think so.
You're live.
All right, we're already back. Gone for no time, basically. Is everything sounding good on stream?
Yep, I just unmuted it myself. It sounded pretty good, so that you didn't have to have any feedback.
Speaking of which, I just did.
Womp womp. All right, so that is perfect, right? Right, getting right back in the Attack on Titan screen.
Yeah, no trouble at all. All right, into the game we are.
All right. Yep. 5 best friends is going to be excellent on the Night Stalker. They're here on the Radiant. Albino Zebra 1 on the Shadow Shaman. We've got Dryzark Fankei on the Queen of Pain. Pingu will be playing this Sven. And finally, Speed with the sponsor of Taco Bell on the Puck.
And over on the Thundercast side, we have Old White playing Dragon Knight. We have Onion on the Ancient Apparition, who is doing the little chicky deny plays, which is going quite well, actually. Good job. Oh, misses the last one.
Well, missed one, yeah. Not fast enough.
Yeah, Godshand playing the Clockwork. Faceless Void on the bot lane right now, played by DK. And finally, Pumpkin playing the Shadow Fiend. Yep,
There
they
we
got through.
go. 10 souls.
Looking
Not
pretty
bad.
good. 10 out of 18. Starting the lane with 68 damage. Which is much more than Queen of Pain.
Yeah, basically a 50% damage increase.
Oh, they're going to do one
never
more.
mind. They're doing it. Now, he's got 72 damage.
Yeah, no, this is going to be easy lane for Shadow Fiend. Now, yeah, we were talking about this invasion that always happens when you do this play, because obviously you aren't on the map and you lose 3 bounties, and I was kind of worried that a lot of times they lose first blood because they get too greedy out of it, but Thundercats know what they're doing. They've run this strat before. They're going to play safe, give away the bounty, because giving your Shadow Fiend 13 souls is worth way more than the bounty.
God, it's so silly too. Shadow Fiend, all that work to get him 72 damage. Shadow Shaman, he's got 74 naked, no stat increases.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman been working out super hard. And it's kind of silly in a way that, you know, these cogs actually have souls inside them, technically.
Yep. There was a post on Reddit about that. It's like, all right, we need to talk about cogs having souls. God's Hand is here just annoying the piss out of Queen of Pain.
Yeah, as if the Shadow Fiend needed more help afterwards.
Push that lane, though.
So God's Hand very good at denying the cogs away from the Queen as well. So the Queen cannot get any extra money.
DK having a bit of a rough time there. He's getting very, very pressured.
Yeah, I mean, he is solo right now. Solo against a tri-lane. Faces Void. He's going to have a rough lane there. Actually, a Shackle is going out.
Yeah. He's going to be able to jump out. He's just soaking up the XP. He's got his level 2. It's coming at a cost, but he's got it. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's beautiful. Hanging out. He is going to find excellent now. Yep. But he's able to stay in here.
For time walk. Uh-oh. God's Hand coming in to help.
Yep. They might be able to trap excellent out over here. They do. They get a battery assault going now. Pingu and Albino Zebra are going to have to come in and help. They get the shackle onto Clockwork, but they trap excellent inside of the cogs. Now turning around onto Pingu, actually. Plenty of damage coming out from these guys. This is good counter harass. Great rotation from God's Hand.
Yeah. I don't think Shadow Fiend actually... And actually, he might need more help, actually, after all that. He is losing the mid lane right now. But no, actually, got a great trade off of him. So, makes the even there. They both have selves. So, we'll reset to middle here. Except Pumpkin is going to start with more mana.
And is going to find a double damage.
Beautiful. And Onion even giving him Chilling Touch.
Yeah.
He hits like a truck
you gotta
right
be
now.
Careful, watch this. Boom!
20% of your health, one hit. Hit him one more time. Pumpkin for the fans. Nope, he loses a Chilling Touch. But still, double damage hurts.
Still got the double damage, yeah, exactly.
But Dry's Arc, lending a lot more auto attacks though. Using his positioning to his advantage. Top lane Taco Bell, losing a lot of health, but it's gonna be fine. Stepping away. Shackle is on the bot lane. It's going to be a cogs from God's Hand as well.
He is fine. They're going to drop the Storm Hammer there, but God should be able to make it back. No, the Void and another set of Shackles. That's going to be First Blood going over to the 5 best friends.
Well played by them. I mean, they're tri-laning against this single Faces Void, and they're making it work so far. Faces Void, of course, suffering on the last hits quite a bit. Only 5 last hits to his name compared to 16 on the Sven. At least he didn't go down. It was a Clockwork that did.
Everywhere else, it's real touch and go. Took quite a bit, but it is the first night, so excellent. Should be looking to go out. He sees God's Hand. Knows that that the bounty is already taken. Going in the back anyway.
Yeah.
See if he can come around.
Wrapping around over to DK. But Clockwork is here to help. Is he going to go? No, he's not going to go. He's also spotted by a ward as well. Golgi in the top lane, still farming away. It's weird to put a Dragon Knight into the safe lane a lot of times, but of course you have a Shadow Fiend on your team, and the Razor was banned. Usually I feel like Razor is a more popular choice over Dragon Knight when it's available. Mid lane actually, Pumpkin getting gone on.
Yeah, he's gonna go down there. Thundercats taking not their usual dominant self here. Five best friends show they are very good best friends.
Yeah, and that Shadow Fiend losing souls as well whenever he dies, which makes his laning even harder. Even with the help from the Clockwork, showing that how much of a lane dominator Queen of Pain is. And Queen of Pain got dual lane for the first like 2 minutes as well. Still no problem for her to come back here.
Taco Bell and Dragon Knight just kind of trading back and forth here in the top lane. Not much to nothing very interesting to report on there. Pumpkin trying to regain his souls, and he's doing an alright job of it. Most of the action has been bought, but it's been few and far between. Maybe looking to get some cogs. They do onto Pingo Stormhammer. He doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have a mango if he wants to use it, but he's got to be careful now. Faces Void looking like he's going to jump on him. No, he gets back under the tower, and he is going to get to be safe.
Yeah, smart holding on to that time walk, because if he did time walk, he would have 8 the mango. In the mid lane, actually, Pumpkin getting gone on yet again.
Oh, yes, he absolutely can't afford this. He's going to turn around and drop some raises, but will get taken down by the Scream of Pain.
Yeah, made it pretty close there. If he landed that second Shadow Wave, which he was in the mid cast of before he died, he actually would have traded it for a kill with Dryzark.
Old White pops the Dragon form in the top, looking to maybe pressure the tower here a little bit. Put some damage into Taco Bell as well. Taco Bell phase shifting off. That right click. Yep, there he goes. He gets a little bit of the damage onto the tower so it can tick.
Yeah, Corrosive Breath does a lot of work on the tower. Just gotta get it on, and yeah, you see him taking the tower to get one hit off, and a lot of times it's quite worth it. You can see his 2 auto attacks drop it down to a quarter health.
Yep, 200, basically 200 damage a shot, but now he's in a bit of trouble from Puck. Puck goes forward, but he's able to get the Dragon Tail off. Excellent is going to chase him up now with double damage on him.
He's gonna go for probably too risky to dive a Dragon Knight on the tower.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the Dragon Tail available to him. Let's go instead TP back to mid and want to harass this Shadow Fiend a little bit more. But no, he gets spotted out by these creeps. Dragon Knight's Dragon form is going to end, which is going to put us up to a push. And there's a bash onto the bottom lane, the Pingu. Ooh, that Shackle was instantaneously cancelled.
Yeah.
So a little bit of waste of mana.
Shadow Fiend finds a stack.
Yeah. He would love to take that. Excellent. Staying on the wings. Onion might be in trouble. Or rather, Axel actually just sapping the XP from Pumpkin, I think.
Onion having a very good job rotating here in the mid. He could die as soon as Excellent decides to go, but it's 15 seconds left of night. So he's going to have to do something quick. Is he disconnected? No, here he goes. Void coming out. Going to drop onto the Onion, and there, Dryzark ready to take him out. Trying to TP. Getting very close to getting it. But he did get some much needed XP there in the mid. He's not, there's nowhere else really that he's getting it at this point.
Yeah. And that is daytime. So maybe if he played it slightly more patiently, waited for daytime before he went out again, he would have been okay. But the Night Stalker waiting very patiently for the right time, and he did pick a right time to go, and it resulted in a very easy kill.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. I am going to bow out and leave you in the very capable hands of my Bay, the Tony Bay. I should be back here in a couple hours, definitely soon enough to make sure that we bring you the finals of the qualifier bracket. Meanwhile, Dryzark just barely making it out of there in the mid. All right, everyone, I love you. Goodbye.
All right. Happy wish Wiv happy birthday, guys. He's going to eat dinner with his parents. In the bot lane, however, the God's Hand going deep onto Albina and Zivra. DK gets locked out of the cogs, but God's Hand opens the door for him to join in the fight, and they'll be able to take the Albino Zebra down. So first kill there for Thundercats. Surprisingly, haven't been able to get anything. Affirmative spams coming from Albina Zebra. I think he's mad at his teammates for not TPing in to help him. So there's like Vanguard coming in, but of course all that damage is going to be wiped off by the time walk. Over on the top, yet another Dragon form being used to chip away this tower. Look how much damage that Corrosive Breath does. Taking 20 damage per second on the tower. Crazy. Yeah, Dragon Knight usually doesn't do a lot of damage, but against towers, he really does melt those. There is a Chronosphere available for DK, but he's taking a lot of damage with Shadow Strikes. Those Shadow Strikes are so annoying. Ooh, Queen of Pain thought about it. She pump faked the blink. If she went in, actually could have been big trouble to the Clockwork. But decides to play it safe.
And it's off.
Alright, so in the top lane, Speed finds Cold White. Cold White takes away his bounty away from him. And it's going to be good enough. He might just last hit these little guys and then go back into the lane. Yeah, there he goes. Ooh, Shadow Friend finding a stack made by his good old friend, Ancient Apparition. There's even more for him to take. Yeah, this is like the best thing about Shadow Fiend is the fact that he can take so many stacks so easily. And especially with this new raise buff, that, I mean, reduce the damage of the initial raise, but increase the damage of every one you land. It's good against, and then mid lane, there's a Chronosphere being used. Just to catch the tail end of that, we see that effect of that Chilling Touch plus the Ice Vortex under the Chronosphere. Very deadly combo. But yeah, that raise buff really helps him taking stacks. Because apparently landing raises on neutral creeps are very easy. Meanwhile in the top lane, no, they're actually just both TPing into the mid. Oh, they might be in trouble here. Dreamcoil is ready, but everyone sniffs it out and backs off. Are they going to go? No, they're definitely not going to go. That would be a little bit brazen, to say the least. Elvana Zebra now gets found by Godshand, but there is also the wards here. Godshand might actually get outdueled by the Shadow Shaman. The AA Blast is going to miss, and Shadow Shaman wanders into the forest, finds a Clockwork. He thought he could take him, but the only reason he was doing good against Godshand was because of his buddy wards there. So without the help of his buds, no way he can take that. And DK gonna eat some of these wards up as well, so some farm out. I'm gonna miss a kill over onto the top lane. It seems like Dryzark Fangay finding the Dragon Knight, but not before, without some trade though. The Dragon Knight getting the kill in response must have been very close, because Dragon Knight really doesn't have a way to kill that except the Corrosive Breath, which does a little bit of damage per second, 20 damage poison per second per 5 seconds. So very unfortunate there for Queen of Pain, but at least the Dragon Knight is prevented from getting the XP. And surprisingly, not a lot of money going over to Dragon Knight. 375 gold only for Queen of Pain, who's doing incredibly well. 4-1-0 for Dryzark right now. Hookshot also available for Clockwork. I don't think we have seen one yet. Chronosphere up in 27. Is Elvana Zero get dove again? Old White still no Dragon Form. Of course, he used it just as he died in the last fight, so not going to be able to get that off for a little while. DK gets Dark Struck by Queen of Pain. Can he finish off this tower? Might be overextending for this, yeah. Great time dilation there, but it's not going to stop the Dragon Knight from maybe falling. Can he toggle? Yeah, he can toggle right now. Yeah, he toggles, but that's not enough. He's going to get taken down, and this great silence prevents DK from time walking. But time walks now. Here's AA Blast coming in, but he falls. No more damage to follow through. Speed might go down to the AA Blast, but we'll see. A defensive hookshot is going to be able to get out the Clockwork, and now Onion is trying to cripply walk away out of there, but definitely not going to get out from the Queen of Pain, who can TP in front of him. Pumpkin is trying to pump out his Requiem, but can he do it? Meanwhile, the Clockwork goes down, but Pumpkin finds the Queen of Pain in response. So in the end, 1-for-4 trade with a Chronospear being used. Not what you want to be seeing as Thundercats right now, but they still have a 2k net worth lead. I'm pretty sure that's going to just be a delay right now, and then very soon, yeah, we already see it drop down to 1k there. Let me switch over to the net worth board here, because I mean last hits are becoming irrelevant. Oh man, a Blinking from Pumpkin, very aggressive. I believe he misses the first raise, so yeah, not worth going in there, especially with the hacks being used. He just barely had enough mana to use that one. So smoke being used right now for Clockwork and Dragon Knight. We're probably going to be seeing a initiation. If they can fight the Sven, that would be optimal, but can they? That's the question. Meanwhile, DK gets pinged out. Oh, they actually find the Sven. Oh no, the Clockwork pushed him away. The Dragon to Dragon Tail, and then the AA Blast is coming in. There's no way he's going to get out there. Even the raise gets cancelled up, but meanwhile, the Faceless Void, of course, gets caught as well. But I think that is an okay trade for Thundercats. Of course, the Sven farms a lot more quickly, a lot more scary than the Faceless Void does. Although this Faceless Void is quite behind on items, although it was a offlane Faceless Void. So they're kind of looking for him to initiate, not really to pull out the damage here. Dragon Form does end here for the bottom tower, but they're still going to go for it. Last time they went for a aggressive tower push, they lost a lot of people, losing 4 people actually. But this time, no response from the 5 best friends means they won't be able to take that easily. But they do take a trade for tier 1 on the top lane. Now Onion roaming about, he's a little bit dangerous plus. He actually might get spotted by this courier here. No, he does make it out of the site. And he doesn't have a TP. Yeah, he knows he's overextended right now. But he does get a very deep word. Uh-oh, Sven is coming in. I hear a hook shot over here. It is going to the poor position 5 gets found. Speaking of poor position 5 getting found, it is going to be the Onion, whose Metal Gear Solid stealth tactics did not work out and end up getting found.
Time is money.
Unfortunately, you can't put a box over your head in Dota. Alright. So, surprisingly, even after the lost team fight for Thundercats, they're still staying ahead with these objectives being taken all around the map. 4K lead right now, even the score saying 11 and 7 for the Happy Friends side. Objectives are really the name of the game when it comes to Dota. Fun fact, if you take towers, you win the game of Dota. I mean, to be honest, it's actually ancient, but you know, gotta take tower first. Scouting with this illusion there. He sees like 3 people, so great scouting run there. I wonder if this AA ward is actually going to result in something, but otherwise, just good to have the vision. Puck getting out of the gank. Hookshot available. Everyone on the Happy Friends side is going over to the top, but Night Stalker just running head first into the Thundercats team. That looks a little bit weird that Night Stalker did that, but remember, Night Stalker's day vision is like basically most heroes' night vision. So he actually is quite blind there without wards, so that's why he kind of walked in there. And a great Chrono Spirit gets found thanks to the sentry that's laid down there. And then the AA Blast will seal the deal. And Queen of Pain gets taken down. A very important kill there for Thundercats. Now that is going to lead to a mid lane push because nighttime, still 3 minutes till that happens. So even Night Stalker comes up, he's not really a big factor. And meanwhile, I missed a solo kill there. Cold White Shadow blading onto that Shadow Shaman. Kills happening all around the map for Thundercats. A Fortify being used to protect the bottom tower, but of course protect the belly creeps as well in the mid, helping with their push. So dual purpose Fortify there. Of course the Fortify also gets refreshed from the tower going down as well. Now Pumpkin just farming away. Does he have something on the courier? Yeah, he has a BKB on the courier. Jeez. This is one fat shadow fiend right now. 10k net worth. DK trying to farm what he can. He started the game quite behind. He's still quite behind right now. Only 5k net worth on him. But his team is doing great. And then he's been landing the Chronospheres he needs to.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Old White. Oh, he pops the dust. What a Shadow Blade. They ping it out. They find the puck with a Dragon Tail. And he cannot get out of that one. Now, 5 best friends put into a route. They need to get out. Yeah. Finally, when it comes to kills, they catch up on the Thundercats. Man, great Shadow Blade usage. Not only did they break the smoke with it, but also gets that Dragon Tail onto that puck, preventing him from running away from the AA Blast. "30 seconds until Chronosphere. Should be up very soon. They might look to threaten high ground here. Dragon form up in 10 seconds. He needs to kind of get there. His team needs him to push, but now they're picking out bottom. They might want to take this. Yeah, mid lane, the hardest tier 3 to push. And there's a hook shot into the cogs. The Stormhammer comes to follow up, but Pingu cannot take all this damage with the Pumpkin constantly right-clicking at him. Dragon Knight finally shows up to the party. "Hey guys, what's up? Oh, you guys killed a Sven without me? Here, I will use a Dragon Knight form. I will use a Dragon form to be able to take this tower with you, because you guys are very slow at taking it." Shadow Fiend still has a BKB up. Did not even need to take that to be able to kill the Sven. And now the high ground push is happening. Dragon Knight attacking away at it. DK just pump faking the Chronosphere and then absolutely just whiffs it. Uh-oh, that's not what you want to see. And then a aggressive blink coming on Dryzak Fenge. Cold White might need to be denied here from the Shadow Strike. And then the AA Blast is huge with the Requiem as well. And then the Night Stalker is going to get shattered from the AA Blast ticking down. Dragon Knight actually surviving away from the Shadow Strike because he's toggling away at it. What a player. Speed now trying to get in. Too aggressive here, but thanks to the Dream Coil, he's going to be able to get out. Now, excellent. He has bought back, I believe. Oh, the blink away into the speed. Oh, that last attack is going to be enough. And even excellent trying to go in, trying to help. Old White somehow toggling away, still alive. And he is a brave man. He eats a urn. Actually is going to back off now to want to push this tower, but doing this much amount of damage to tower is quite relevant here, even if they don't take it, because the next push is going to fall down in like 3 auto attacks from Dragon Knight. So if anyone's new joining here, my partner Wiverex is gone to get some birthday dinner with his parents. So he has those obligations to fulfill. So while he is gone right now, I'm going to be doing the solo cast until he comes back. I am Golgi app. I will be your host. I usually do analysis, so my play-by-play might be a little bit off, but please forgive me. I'm trying to do my best. Yeah, Wiv is turning 30 apparently. That man is old. Epicenter, give this man an opportunity to cast Epicenter before he grows too old and dies. So Onion actually picking up a Medallion Courage. Not usually an item we see on the AA, but actually a very good... Oh! If that hookshot landed on Pingu, that could have been a kill. But, of course, the Medallion helps his team do a lot of damage because you have Faces of Void who do physical damage. We have Dragon Knight who do physical damage, and also Shadow Fiend doing physical damage. Of course, a lot of the damage is mixed as well. Faces of Void, it's kind of like half physical, half magic with his time locks coming out. Of course, Shadow Fiend the same way. But this is another thing. It helps take the Roshan very quickly. Also with the max level presence of Dark Lord, Roshan is going to be taken down quite fast here with all this nice armor coming through. I think 5 best friends know this is happening, or do they? They should be throwing Illusory Orb. Uh-oh. No, he's just actually waiting for the bounty. They don't even know what's happening. Free Aegis here going over to Pumpkin. Right, so Shadow Fiend is gonna walk confidently down to bottom. Oh my god, into mid, excuse me. He is actually going for an E-Blade here. So going for a very aggressive magic build for Shadow Fiend. God's Hand trying to look for an opportunity up here. AA Blast is going to miss. Yeah, Dryzak sniffs out, but can they find it? Oh my god! Holy crap, that was a pixel away from landing onto the Queen of Pain. Dryzak with great sense there to be able to get out without being able to be discovered. Because if she didn't TP out just right at that spot, would have been a kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Speed, trying to cut some lanes, I believe. Yeah, he finds a wave there. Easy clear for a puck. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Thundercats are looking to take the final tier 2 out here. Dragon form probably going to be popped for it. Yep, there it goes. They're not going to be greedy with it. And yeah, look at him attack. So fast with that Moonshard there. No, not Moonshard, Hyperstone. Excuse me. With that armlet, the tower is no match for the Dragon Knight. And still has 3 quarters left on the duration of the Dragon form. And even with the Shadow Fiend coming in, they should be looking to transition here. Of course, bot lane tower very low on life, but deciding to go for the top. No creeps there, of course. And yeah, nothing being done about it. Queen of Pain and Sven just farming. They're finally TPing back now. Oh, Old White though, waiting right on top of it. Pingu gets stunned right away. AA Blast is going to be on the spot. Pingu's gonna hit, but there is the hold here from the, but he actually gets out. The Chronosphere though catches 3, catches the Queen of Pain, which is the most important kill. Pumpkin trying to go after the the E-Blade gets dodged by the Yules. Now the stun is there. He does have the Aegis still. He does get taken down. A buyback from the Queen of Pain is going to bring her into the fight. Now Shadow Fiend, can he get out? A Blink Dagger is going to dodge the Sonic Wave. Now Pumpkin trying to fight up here. Dragon Knight still very unhealthy. He's trying to find a way to get into the fight. Now Shadow Fiend getting taken down with the Spirit Vessel. A few more attacks will do it. Oh, it actually turns around. It actually might even kill Pingu. Actually, he gets taken out first. Now the Yules are going to stop Faceless Void from TPing out, and Silence is going to seal that deal. And a 4 kill here coming out from 5 best friend, but not without a cost. They do lose a tier 3 there and a melee rack. So of course a buyback as well on both of their cores. So still, even with that great victory, only 1100 gold going to their side. A costly victory, but a victory nonetheless. But that means they're going to get pushed constantly on this top lane, so they gotta do something. They want to push and take more objectives here. All tier 2 still remaining, and even a tier 1 still alive with 49 health. Oh, come on. Auto attack that. Yeah, take that money. Oh, no, that's so annoying. Old White trying to respond to this, but Dryzak finds a kill there. Godsend coming in. Just scouting with the rocket flare. Old White going for a heart next. Can't complain about a heart on a melee carry. Melee strength carry at that nonetheless. So interestingly, Speed going for an Aegon Scepter on the puck. I'm not sure if I really agree with this really, because I don't think I've really seen any tether breaks here, and that really hasn't been the problem with their Dream Coil. The Dream Coil has been kind of keeping people in the spot. Ooh, wow. Instant dodge there by Speed on the E-Blade. This E-Blade actually hasn't really done much either, speaking of. Oh, but they actually, oops, find Speed there. That must be a Shadow Blade play by Old White with the Dragon Tail. Even commits the AA Blast for that as well. And they're going to just transition this into a tower push here, with the bottom being very low as well. But they gotta get the creeps here first. Great wave cutting from Puck has kept them away, and even Dryzar contributing to wave cutting. Yeah, this is very annoying to play against for Thundercats, because they don't really have any mobile heroes. They, like the Puck, like the Queen of Pain, who are experts at cutting waves like this. But you know, all these heroes over on this side, we don't even have a Boots of Teleport here from any of the Thundercat players. So yeah, not much they can do about this lane cutting. Except kind of kill them like that. You kill the Puck, but of course kills don't really get you towards winning the game, especially when tier 3 is all that's remaining. This might be a smoke maybe? No, they're just farming. Ooh, Shadow Fiend disconnects from the game, so we're gonna have a little pause coming out here. Alright, let's take a look at some graphs, don't we? And we can actually look at all the builds as well. So, we have the Orchid Elephants finished up on Queen of Pain. Of course, there's the Yules as well, with the Veil that she has picked up very early on in the game. Sven forced to go to a very early game build and hasn't been able to really come out of that shell. Only the Mask of Manas and Sanjay and Yasha so far. Puck going for the kind of questionable against players I talked about. Another interesting item is that Faceless Void decided to go for the Blink Dagger of his own. Of course, he was the offlane Void, and then going for a Aegon Scepter after. So going for a pure initiation Faceless Void. Meanwhile, AC also finished on Dragon Knight. Very good for tower pushing, as if he needed more tower push potential. Back into the game. So net worth right now, that little hop on there, but still very much in the Thundercats' control. And the XP earned, same deal. Pumpkin bottles up a regen rune. There is a smoke play coming out. They would love to find a Dragon Knight, but he is the hardest hero to kill. He Shadow Blade. Do they have detection? No. They don't. They actually... Okay, he actually breaks his own Shadow Blade. So they go after him. He gets hexed, but there is a hook shot into the AA blast as well. And a great Chronosphere catches 3. Puck is going to get taken down easily. And then that's going to mean Old White is going to be toggling away, but can he get out of here? Meanwhile, Sven gets E-bladed, and he can't do anything when he's disarmed. DK going in, gets the bash into Darzak, but he's going to be able to get out for now. Blinks away, gets the Orchid Malevolence on him, but Pumpkin blinks behind him, nothing personnel kid, and then he uses himself, and the stun from the Cogs is there, beautifully played by God's Hand, but eventually the Face of Void is going to go down to the Spirit Vessel of the Night Stalker. He's trying to run away. 4 of his teammates are dead. The lone survivor, he punches a range creep, still keeps running away, voids a range creep, keeps running away. He knows he's a fast boy at night, and he is going to get out. 2 for 4 trade there. At a smoke initiation as well, coming from the 5 best friends, but unfortunately their lead player did not have a dust, which meant that the Dragon Knight was able to make a lot of space with that Shadow Blade before they actually initiated, which meant the AA and the hookshot from the Clockwork was there to be able to follow up, and the hookshot again. Shadow Shaman just respond, have some mercy, and the AA blast even being committed too. The guy is so dead, he shatters. Now they're trying to get some revenge on Clockwork here. They don't want to get him out with this for free. Is he going to take down the Spirit Vessel? He probably is. No, he actually survives. Clockwork. Very, very unfortunate that we're 5 best friends, but it's one of those like things that really breaks your back to see it kind of like go away. Now Sven jumps into a Stormhammer. Pumpkin loses most of his life. Can he do one more attack? One more attack is all they're going to need. They're going to get the Cogs to be able to block him out. Pingu now forced to just turn around and kill the AA, but now the Shadow Demon finally gets found, and then Pingu now trying to turn it on, but the Barrier Assault is there to stop him from attacking. We talked about this, how Sven is going to have a very rough game here. Actually, the Sonic Wave being used right now, but instant Dragon Tail coming here from Dryzaki. Yulzel, can he blink out here? No, the Cog's also there to follow up, but he does get the blink out. Alba and Zivra, oh no, the Chronosphere being committed, and they get that. Alba and Zivra has nowhere to run, no blink to be able to get over the Chronosphere, and he's going to fall down. That's also an Egg Inceptor picked up for Face's Void. Of course, he'll have a reduced cooldown on the next Chronosphere, not this one though. Now, this game looks like it's going to actually spell the end for 5 best friends. That is going to be a Mega Creeps actually in 1 more rack, so that's not taken yet. They're going to be able to easily take that. Actually, transitioning over to a tier 4s right now. DK is going to work on these creeps, but the GG finally gets called from 5 best friends. They held on, but Thundercats proving way too strong for them, and that is going to be the end with this final score of 20 and 31 with a 22k lead going over to Thundercats. Oh, looks like they cancel the GG. GG Gluck next. Wake Shaman doesn't want to end with Shared Tango in inventory. What? So he drops the Shared Tango. Okay, they finally called it GG. Good luck next. Yeah, all good sportsmanship here. Glad to see this happening, and looks like everyone is not hurt about the game. I mean, that's how tournaments go. Even the best players game limited times. But Thundercats taking that with ease here at 31 minutes. So scoreboard here, if you guys want to take a look at the builds. Yeah, Shadow Shaman obviously getting off with a great start there with Clockwork. I believe he had 13 souls at the start of the game. Very hard for Queen of Pain to deal with that. But Dryzark did really well in the lane, even after getting dueling with the Clockwork, coming back and actually killing Shadow Fiend a couple of times. But of course, the team fight was just superior over on Thundercats. And not only that, Dragon Knight took so much towers, even when they were behind on kills, they were ahead in the net worth lead. So let me see